Hello everybody, it's Rita here, and today I am just playing because I'm going through all my stuff, which I've told you before, and I found that I had done these what I call center pages, and I don't know when I'm ever going to use them because first of all I didn't know where they were, but that made me think about doing some center pages again. Excuse me, again. And also I found that I had started a what do you call it? A signature. And I thought, you know what? I think I'm just going to take all my papers because I have them all stacked up. I don't even know what I have. So I thought I would just take them piece by piece and start putting some signatures together and see what I come up with. Of course, these will just be the plain pages, and then I will add a digital or whatever else I decide to put in it. So that's my thought today. I also, before I do anything, I want to thank Lisa for hitting that $sign at I guess it's on my video somewhere. I don't really notice it. But I really, really appreciate you, giving a little to help me pay for all these kind of things that I buy for the videos. And also for buying me a coffee. She hit me everywhere. So thank you so much, Lisa. And I appreciate it so much. Really, really, it was a shock. I'm like, oh my gosh, that is so cool. So anyway, I'm going to move on and try to get some of this stuff done. Here's a little page here that I didn't use in the last one. So I don't know how many pages I would put in this. Maybe 10, I would say. Because then I would put at least each signature I like. Well, each signature I usually use 10. So I don't know, maybe 5 and then 5 optional pages like a digital page. Okay, so that is that. And then I have a bunch of, and where are they? Well, I couldn't find a bunch of them. I think I threw them away. You know how you cut off, well, let's see, this one's not one, but I use these for like backing on my journal cards and tags. But you know how you cut off your coffee dye paper? Why is it? I have all these. That's what made me think of it. But these are pretty skinny. I just wish I could figure out something to do with those. Yeah, I will, I'm sure, someday. But for instance, here's a page that I cut off. It was a digital. And so I have these background papers. I mean, I'm not going to use these because I don't want them to be colored. I want them to be something you can write on. And it could be something like, this, where I tore that off. Anyway, I thought I had, oh, here's some, but, and then last night I took a bunch of papers, just dropped that, into the living room, and I worked on collaging, making clusters. And it's just like, am I ever going to use that cluster? But, I do, eventually. Otherwise, what do you do with all those little pieces of paper? Like, I know I could probably collage with that, but I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to make okay, that one's kind of white. I'm probably going to do something else with that scrap. I'm going to make a center page. So what I thought I would do, I have these book pages here that were cut off halfway because I needed them to be short. This is a big dictionary that I have. So I needed them to fit in my journal. This is just book pages that are like empty. And these are some other book pages that I pulled out. And I put all my book pages that I've already, you know, torn out, or newspaper clippings or things like that. I put them in one of these folder thingies. What do they call them? Magazine racks. But my shelves, because they're like 12 inches high, and some of my shelves are only 10. So I had to cut the tops off in order for it to fit, but it fits. Because I want all my paper stuff close at hand. I don't want to go looking through everything to find, you know, book pages. Okay, so I'm going to use this. Here's a book page. I'm sorry, my throat's stuck. And I want to make it a center page. So I thought I would take these book pages here. Still connected here. And I guess we'll just tear these off because they're too wide. Come on. So this one here, oh, I didn't want to do that. I was gonna, oh well. Okay, so there's one on that side. Yeah, I was planning to spread them this way like that, but didn't do it. You know, maybe I'll do it anyway. I'm gonna cut an extra page here, I think. Yeah. And I can just leave this in the middle. Okay. More scraps to save, right? Okay. So now that these, hold on, let me get this out of the way. I'm sorry, everything's a mess, and you know how it is. But I still want to do some videos, so I don't want to. Okay, so now, this one would only be like halfway up, but just trying to think if I want to ink it. And I think I'll ink it a little bit, but I'm going to use this old paper and make it. Let's see if I guess I can use one of these scraps here. Hold on, I want it. Everything's falling. I'll be glad when I get this all cleaned up. It's taking oops. Just put a little color on it. Yeah, I like this old paper that I just got because I think it looks a lot more like old paper. Unless you want something to stand out, you know. Okay, so now I'm just going to glue this down. And I'm trying to get to where I can put everything away at the end of the day, which I could do that anyway, but I don't. I just don't. I'm bad. Okay, so I'm just going to throw that down there, like so. Now remember, this is going to be a center page, so. Now, I also feel like you can cut these off if you need to make them a little shorter here, and there, or here. Because sometimes, you know, our pages are too big for whatever size journal we're making. Okay, so this was a background page that I used. And I'm going to rip these edges off. If you knew you were going to do something like this in advance, you could always get those ripped. All right. And I'm not going to, I'm going to glue it down, but I'm not going to be like every single part of it needs to be glued. Maybe the edge. Okay. Because that takes too much time. And then, let's see. I was looking for, thought I had some other, let's use some of this. So I'll rip all of these, and that way I'll have should make a couple skinnier ones. I know this seems like, why do this? But I want to. All right, so now I'm going to put one, let me just do this. I want the book page to show through right there. Okay. And I'm going to put a little bit on this side. Okay. And yeah, I'm going to start saving all those little strips, but I thought I had some, and I looked through my trash because I thought, okay, I must have thrown it away. These are little pieces that I stapled, but that gives a little bit more texture. The straight edges, if we could just live without them. This is an old piece of scrapbook paper. Just trying to see if I could break that up. I don't think that straight edge is going to be that big of a problem, because I don't really want to go up that high yet. Okay, I think I do have, now that I think about it, no, I don't have any plain. I don't cut my pages that often. Okay, this, I don't really want to, I don't want to have a, this is going to be for writing here. So, hold on, I just wanted to find one more. Oh, here's some. There we go. Yeah, all these edges of book pages. Better to be up the right way. Another hunk of that. I've been spray painting charms. I've been just doing all kinds of different things that I'm not going to fold that yet. It's not dry. Okay, so this part here will be for journaling. And I'm going to see if I can ink this just on the edges, which is kind of how I like to do my, whoop, that was a little more. After I do any collaging. But I thought this looked cool because you got your book page. I don't know why this is happening. It seems like everybody's getting some kind of a weird. That doesn't work. I took out the ones that I use the most, put them on my desk, my paint, or okay, so this piece here could use a little more, you know, if it's too loose, you can go ahead and, maybe I just didn't get the edge glued there. You know, if it's too loose, go ahead and glue a little bit. I just don't want it to take all day to do this. Okay. So there we go. That will be the center page part. And then up here, we're going to put some kind of a background up here. And let's see. I found these two birds that Mary sent me, although this one has got more of a darker background, and it's watermarked paper, and she said to fussy cut it and see how I liked it. But it's a little too big for this page. I may do that like on a single page somewhere. Okay, now I just need, I'm going to use some of these flowers here. These were given to me by Kathy, and oh my gosh, you can't decide which ones to rip. Let's see, I have a little piece of paper. Probably should have a bigger piece. Let me just rip up my coffee dyed. These may be too big, but I want to make sure I have enough room. So let's do that one because it is kind of long, and maybe this side I'll do skinnier. Just going to tear it out. Now you could stamp here, you know, put a piece of coffee dyed or any decorative paper even, and stamp like an image on a plane like this, and then you could do it that way. But I thought I would use up some of this. I love this, so okay, I'm gonna ink around this so I mean, you could do all sorts of things with it. You could put another piece of book page. Let's, where's those scrap? Oh, there it is. So, looking for a word that might be nice with flowers. Fibroid. Oh, I don't like those words. It's not that anybody's going to read them, but oh my God, over here, something. I don't know what this goes to. Yeah, I like that since it's a part of a book page that resembles that. You could have used a something like just I'm just going to show you. You could use this as the background, let's say, and then put this, and then still put your book page papers. Just, I don't know, just something different, huh? Okay, let me get, I guess I'm putting this one on this side. Okay, let's move it up a little bit. I'm just getting this in place. Okay. I don't really care if this is all glued to the edge, because it's not like somebody's going to pull it up. All right, so let's put this, oh, I'll go right there. And then I'll just come back in here and get this kind of tucked down. Can you see me all right? I forget that I'm trying to figure out how to screen mirror image on my phone to have a TV in here, or I could stream it, or I could send it to my iPad, I guess. So I know everybody does watch some of their videos as they're doing it, and I'm like, okay, well, I don't know how to do that. So someday, if my grandkids would just give me more than a minute of their time. And my granddaughter, Elliot, she's finding other things more important than being with Grandma. And that's just, you know, normal for, she's going to be, let's see, September, she will be 13. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. It's like yesterday she was a year old. And then my other granddaughter, Amelia, she's going to be 16. that box that I have there is for specialty paper only. Like maybe wallpaper or whatever I've got that's small enough to fit in there. All right, so this one here, I want to do, I think, a skinnier version. Maybe I'll even bring it down a little bit. You could still journal in there. So let me. So I hope everybody's doing well. It rained pretty much last night, and it's supposed to rain again this afternoon a little bit. But boy, we really needed it. It's been so dry. And my grass is getting rather brownish. All right, so I like it something like that. But I wonder if I could, well, I could put book page up there. Let's see. Stick it up in this corner like so. I also could like do some stamping in the background. I probably should have done that first though. Or I could have done some stenciling. I also could sew around these. It might be kind of fun too, because you don't generally sew around your pages. I mean, I do a lot of times, but most of the time, no. It just is very time consuming. But if I had them ready and I just kind of wanted to sew around them, I could do that. That might be just what I need for that. Let me see here. I have these like blotches, but they're not really what I like. Let me see what this would look like. I'm going to try this ink and see if I can get a real faint stamp. Yeah, that's kind of nice. Just a little something up here. Didn't ink it all the way. All right. Oh, that's good. I mean, that'll work. Okay. Okay. So I just want it down a little bit, but I don't want it too far down. I'm just going to Okay, so if I do that, it's too low. I'll do it about right there. I'm gonna have to put some more glue in this. Okay, so that's that. Does that look okay? I guess it does. Sometimes things, they look crooked, and you know, of course now I can't move it. Just, it is what it is. Okay, so is there anything else? I don't want to add a lot of color or anything, because again, I might do that. I wonder if my sewing machine's, oh, it's got cream colored thread. Oops. Just hate it when that happens. It's a little bump in the page on the other side. It's just best to wait. Let it all dry. Okay, so I think that was all I was going to share with you guys today, because I'm trying to keep, you know, simple. And, you know, it's like I may never ever use this. This holds journal cards in here. And then this one is also for journal cards, which was real easy to make, but it looks nice. So, yeah, it's like 30 minutes. I had another thought, but I can't, other than sewing around here. Let me put it on pause. I'll sew around and come back and show you after I've sewed it, okay? Okay, I have sewed around the edges, and I was going to, you know, I feel like this should be a little darker. Anyway, if you're going to make it smaller before, you know, you want to do that before you sew it, because then you otherwise cut off all your sewing. So that's it. I think I'm happy with it. It's kind of generic looking. It doesn't have, you know, any particular color, and that would, you know, go in the center of your journal. Not these pages, but you could put all centers in. Yeah. And then you could do something to the back as well, but I think I would wait and see if I need that for just plain journal space. So there we go. I would like to try it again with maybe stamping it, or maybe using more color, but I do like the book page background and the fact that you can write into this area. You can write up here too if you wanted to. All right, guys. Yes, thank you again, Lisa. And also, you can go to my favorite things on Amazon, and I do now have a storefront. Not everything is on there yet, but I'm getting there. I want to do it when I have time, because you really kind of have to look for things. They don't just pop up. So, alrighty. Talk to you soon.